And we will then be able to train our learners through this new training program with skills that are relevant to the needs of industry, make
Yes.
them more marketable and employable.
One, two, three, four.
Greetings and welcome. I'm Zulema Beda, the school's exhibitions officer at False Bay TVET College. Today we are discussing a major development in the TVET sector education, which is a transition from NATED, your N1 to N6, now to occupational certificates. Joining me today is Mr. Jeremy Shuster, Head of Department in the Occupational Training at False Bay TVET College. Mr. Schuster, welcome and thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Zulema, and I am excited to be with you today.
Thank you so much. Mr. Schuster, can you please tell us what is this major development, this change in the TVET sector education?
We are phasing out what is termed the legacy qualifications, NATED N1 to N6.
Mhm.
And the reason for that is the NATED qualifications has been outdated, the outdated curriculum, and it is no longer relevant to the needs of industry. We are moving to the QCTO aligned qualifications that has been developed in partnership with industry. And we will then be able to train our learners through this new training program with skills that are relevant to the needs of industry, make
Yes.
them more marketable and employable.
Thank you so much, Mr. Schuster. That was a good information. So, for a learner who is used to the NATED qualifications programs, what is so valuable about these occupational courses?
I think the exciting thing for the occupational qualifications, when we compare that to the NATED programs, a lot of the NATED training was theory based and not necessarily aligned with skills learning. In
Yes.
the occupational qualification, the remake of the curriculum allows for learners to be trained in knowledge modules for theory, in practical skills modules at the college, in the college workshops and workspaces, and then during the duration of the qualification, learners will rotate between the college and industry where they will complete workplace modules, which is a requirement of the qualification. And that is the exciting part of this new training program.
Amazing. So we are already familiar with the NATED duration, which is your 3-year qualification. You get your theory and your practical work, and then it's combined, it's 3 years. But when it comes to this occupational qualification, what is the duration for that?
I think there's a different range of times linked to different qualifications. Some of the qualifications could be over a 12-month period,
Yes.
others 24 months or 2-year period, others still 3 years, and then there are some that would be over a 4-year period. All qualifications are linked to credits, and what we must bear in mind is that 1 credit is equal to 10 notional or training hours, and the more credits a qualification has, the more training would be required for that specific qualification.
Thank you so much. Now, I want us to speak to a parent, a guardian out there who has heard about this major transition. What can you say to a parent, to a guardian out there who's looking into sending their child at False Bay TVET College, but they've just heard that there's a change or a shift? How can you reassure them that this qualification is good for their children?
I think that's a very important aspect that
Yes.
we need to look at. And when we look at the legacy or NATED qualifications, it was very theory based. But when we look at the needs of industry, when learners finish their legacy training programs, we would find that they're not as employable. They would then end up in job situations that they were not trained in and that they did not study. With a new qualification, because of the workplace training being incorporated into the syllabus, the learners would be at the very early stage of the qualification and
Mm.
training be exposed into industry. After year one or during year one, they would be in industry, rotate back to the college for year two. In year two, they would then return to industry, and so it would repeat over the duration of the qualification. They would also have workplace experience. Industry would be able to view their performance while they're in training, and this would almost be in this format of the qualification, an extended interview period for the learner.
Thank you so much, Mr. Schuster. That is definitely reassuring, even for a parent, a guardian who's at home listening to this video. Now, just to wrap it up, what is the takeaway about these occupational courses that are being introduced in the TVET sector?
I think the important takeaway that we must uh, always remember
Yes.
is that this particular qualification has been developed in line with industry.
Mm.
Industry has been the driving force behind developing these qualifications. The training and learning will be in line with industry needs, the employment market, and not only do we train our learners then for the South African market, but also for them to compete in the global market, making them more employable in a bigger space.
Thank you so much, Mr. Schuster. This was definitely a good information for all of us, even here at False Bay TVET College. We appreciate it. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure being with you.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much. Now, for someone who's watching this video and they want to know more about these occupational certificates, please visit our website. We have a vast of these courses available for you. Browse through, choose an occupational course for yourself, and find out more about these occupational courses on our website. Thank you so much.